Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome to ASAS Photography and Music channel. Wow, wow, wow. I must confess, it has been a very great week so far. So, creating out time to do more videos so that you guys can actually learn more about this retouching of a thing. Yeah, today I bring to you another wonderful tutorial and we're going to be doing some retouching on a black skin model. And first of all, I just also want to thank everybody out there trying to support the channel one way or the other. Those new subscribers, those of you that are actually, giving up your comments, supporting the channel. I want to say a very big thank you. God bless you. And want to appreciate the work you have been doing and the time you have been dedicating and practicing. We all just want to get good at what we do. So, and that's why we come here, create a community where we can help ourselves and we can grow up. So let's go. Let's jump into the tutorial. Now, like I used to say, I always like to, edit photos for the first time, and then maybe later, if I want to do it again, I can have more. I can go far into this. I can do more than I did the first time. So I'm looking at this photo for the first time, and when what comes to my mind is skin tones, just to identify the problems first of all. So you can see our skin tones is actually not even. Check this side from here and this place, and if you zoom in a little bit, you see the picture is actually in high quality. It's a raw file image. So uh, nothing much wrong with the photo. We just have to do a little bit retouching on our skin and then do some highlight and dodging and burning, smoothing the skin tones, give her color grade a little bit of the photo. Now, I actually took the photo to Capture One, and then I actually edited it because I like using Capture One. Some of us like using Lightroom, but I like using Capture One. So I took it to Capture One, and then I adjusted the um color in the color editor. I adjusted the skin tones on the color editor, and again what I also did was I did some exposure setting, and then I actually set our skin tone to this. So I'm going to show you, this is the picture we have, and this is what I did in Capture One, the exposure to bring more life to the photo. So this was the first one, this is the second one. Turning it off, you can see our skin looks a little bit more even, and I increase the structure in the exposure panel in Capture One. So you can actually see, if I zoom in, you can see get more structure than this one. You can see the difference between the two. So I like the skin tone more. Yeah, feels like a little bit uh, gives the real human and black color, unlike this one that has something like a dark purplish color with the leaves on the background. We have a green more leaf, but too saturated as I can see it. So let's edit the photo. First of all, I'm going to do frequency separation. I'm just going to put this under, unlock this one, and then grab this one, put it under. So let's start with frequency separation. Control J twice to duplicate the layer. Name this one color, and then hit enter. I'm going to name this one texture. But if you have your um, frequency separation action, you can actually do that. So the color layer, I'm going to go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then I'm going to blur the image. Okay, cancel. Let's turn off the texture layer, and then let's do it again. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, sorry. So just notice this side where you feel that the color is actually even. So if I turn it off, preview off, and then turn it on, we just want where the color is even, somewhere around. Okay, let's not do too much. Let's leave it at 9. 9 feels good. and then I'm going to click OK. On the texture, turn the texture layer on, click on the texture, go to image, apply image, and then go to the layer. We want to subtract it from the color layer, multiply, go to vivid, subtract. So we're subtracting the texture and the color, the tone, skin tone, and the skin texture. So since it's an 8-bit image, scale to offset 128. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's continue, and then we click OK. All right, just noise outside, so I just trying to pause the video. Okay, so back to the editing process. I'm just trying to avoid some distractions, that's why. So now we are here. We did some image, apply image, and then blah blah blah, and the normal frequency separation. So just a little recap. Click on the texture layer, go to image, apply image, and then you go to color, your color layer, blending mode, subtract, click on OK. But I've done it before, so I don't need to do it again. So after that, let's continue. Go to turn the layer to linear light. So we're back with our image. So I'm going to group these two together. That's our frequency separation. Oh, sorry, my mouse keep doing things I don't want. Okay, so let's open our name this one frequency separation. Frequency separation. Hit enter. So we are going to start blending the color. So for the color layer, use the mixer tool brush. For the texture layer, use the clone stamp tool. So let's go to the color layer, click on the mixer tool brush, and then increase the size. I'm going to increase the size, and then I'm going to blend. I'm starting from this place. Where, yeah, so I'll blend the two together, just like this. So I'm going to change the percent to just 10 or 12. So I'm blending the two together like this. Together. I'm just going to blend the skins. So keep blending. And be careful. Don't need to do too much. Just small is okay. Otherwise, it's going to look, fake. So just like that. Okay, so I'll zoom in and then I'll just blend, the neck. So like this. Okay. All right. So that's good. Let's go to our face. I'm going to decrease the brush size, and then I'm going to blend the colors together. Sometimes it will be hard for you to see what you are doing, but just continue. So somewhere here, I'm going to blend it together like so. Okay, I'm going to zoom in here, so blend together. I'm gonna undo that. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. Something like that. It looks okay. Okay. So I could increase the brush size, and then I'm going to make this place round and round. Be careful of the highlight. Let's do it again. Okay. All right. Is there any other places? Yes, the nose. So sorry. Back to the mixer tool. I'm gonna decrease the size of the brush, and then I'm just going to blend this place. I'm gonna blend this place just like so. All right. So cool. So we can turn off and see our before and then after. It's a nice smooth transition on our body. Before, and then now we have after. So we have smooth transition. Now let's go. Let's use the Lazio tool. So what we do with the Lazio tool, you draw and then you blur. So something like this. Let's see where we are gonna blur. I'm gonna draw something like this. Okay. Now I'm gonna make the feather, let's say 13 or 15, and then enter. So undo 15. Let's draw it again. I'm just gonna draw steps. So let me start from this place and then something like this. Okay. Yeah. Then go to filter, blur. So you can do more about your. Let's go. So let's see preview before. Click OK. Draw again. Other places. Okay. I think the feather is too much. Let's decrease it to somewhere around, let's say 10. Okay, 10 will do. Enter. Okay, so I'm gonna click here like this, and then I'm gonna blur it out. Filter, blur, version blur. Okay. So be careful the way you increase. Just more is actually okay. Check the preview. So nothing is happening. Increase just there. Okay. Control deselect. Control Z. Yeah, I think I like it. Blur. Blur. Oh God. Filter. Blur. Version blur. Let's take it back a little. Click on OK. So draw on our forehead again, like this. Filter. Blur. Version blur. And then click OK. I'm going to draw. Control deselect. Control D. I'm going to click here like this. Filter, blur, version blur, and then that radius is okay. I might increase it. Okay, so let's do one on our skin right here. Okay, so filter, blur, version blur, click OK. Let's do same thing with this one. filter, blur, version blur, then click on OK. So we're just going to deselect, and then let's see what we have. So turn this off, and on. So we have a smooth skin transition. Now let's move on. I'm going to create a stamp visible layer, Control Shift Alternate E. And then I'm going to turn off the frequency separation. Okay. So we have this and we have this. So let's do a little bit of photo correction. Let's make our eyes, white. You know how we normally do it. Come here, photo filter, then go to the color filter blue, create a black and white adjustment layer, and then group the two together, mask, invert the mask, Ctrl I, and choose the normal brush, and then you go to where the eye is, the crease, and then you paint over the eye. Okay, X. So we have this, the crease, Ctrl Z. Let's see. Careful where you are actually editing. So this one is too much. We remove. You know that. Okay, so I'm gonna choose X, and then so we're good. So that's our eye whitening. So I'm just gonna decrease it a little bit to make it real, just like so. So we're almost done with the photo, and then I'm going to come here, go to color balance, and let's adjust the skin tone, cancel. Oh god, my mouse keep misbehaving. Highlights. So what should we add to the highlights? I want something calm, something like this. Yeah, so we have this one. I'm not going to put cyan. I dial in some greens or cyan or magenta, sorry. So we have this. Let's do a quick before and after. We have this. I'm not going to touch the red. I think we should go to the midtone. Let's introduce some blues, just a little. Cyan, no. I'm going to leave this one at 0. Red, no. Let's introduce some cyan. Okay, so shadows, blue. Okay, too much, 0. Just a little bit of blues. So 5 looks good. 5 or 3 looks good. 0. Take it forward like -2. Okay, so alright, so +2. No, just 1 to -1 -2. So we have from here, we have this one look. So you can decrease the opacity if you want, if you don't like it. But I like a black skin color, just like so. So this is before and this is after. So it's just like using a white balance, and then if I decrease the opacity, we have something in between, if you like that. So before and after, something in between. But I just think we should increase it just about 90. 90 is okay. All right, So before and after. All right, so let's see. I'm going to bring in some exposure, and then should we just quickly do dodging and burning? Just the gamma correction I want to increase a little bit, just a little, yeah, to give more dimension. But it looks a little bit dark, so I think it's better. Decrease the opacity. 67. It's there, but it's not there. Yeah, something like that. All right. So if you like, you can also do some dodging and burning. I feel touching and burning on our skin. Okay, let's do some dodging and burning. I'm going to group this together. Okay, let's just start. Go to curves, decrease it all the way down, invert, Control I, go to curves again, increase it all the way up, and then invert the layer, Control I. So we're just going to draw, just choose your brush tool. Now I'm just going to draw a line over where we want, just small lines. So from here, click, foreground color white, click, hold down shift and then click, something like that. I'm just going to draw some here. I'm going to draw some here, and some here, and some here, and some here. Okay, so this place I already have highlights, so I'm just going to draw like this, 1 and 2 and 3. So I'll come to this layer, also burn. So we don't need to cancel burn where we are, just a little burning. 1, and then we have this one, 2, this one, 3. Okay, we can also burn some places. Come back to this one, 1, and then just where to have dimension. We come back to this and then we give a little bit burning. Okay, I think that's all. Just at our face, Ctrl Z, close to our face, and here. All right. So now go to the feather and the properties. Let's start with the this one. Turn on this one. Go to the properties, Windows, properties, and then slowly increase the feather. Oh, I'm supposed to select this. Increase the feather. Somewhere there where you can actually see. Okay, so that looks okay. So let's see. Okay, I'm just going to increase it a little bit, so somewhere around there. Same thing with this one, turn it on, increase the feather, properties, Windows, properties, and then increase the feather. Okay, So for this one, I'm going to remove it because this is, I'm going to remove it, double click, remove it from the brighter part, or click, and then bring it down, click on OK, and then this one, double click, remove it from the darker part, and then click on OK. So let's do, group the two together, and then there, but look as if, oh, I guess nothing is in this group. Delete. Okay, so before and after. So with our dodge and burn. So if you want to color grade, that's not a problem. But let's see where we actually came from. So let's Control Shift Command E. I'm going to take the exposure and then put it in the group. So I'm going to turn it off, turn this off also. So we have this from this to this to this. It's a very big difference. This to this. So this will our last. So I'm going to just leave it right here. Oh, sorry. I think we made a mistake. So that is why it's actually good. So let's go back to where the frequency separation is. Yeah. So I'm just going to turn this one off. Delete this one. I'm going to delete everything to the top. This one too. So turn on the frequency separation layer. We didn't do the textures. Sorry. Let's go. Decrease. Now we're going to start sampling, and and that is why it's good for you to sample, click, sample, sample. So just like so. I'm going to decrease the size of the brush. Then Alt, click, Alt. Okay, so our step is still just there. What we just need to do is just do the needful. We're still on point. Zoom in. Okay, I'm gonna take this and then cover there. Okay, so we have that. I'm gonna come over here and then I'm gonna fix this one. Okay. All right, so we have that. But it doesn't look okay to me. So I can Control Z a couple of times, but let's just continue. Alt. I'm just gonna fix in some places. So let's check. Okay, so I'm just going to try and do everything faster, and just because of the tutorial I'm just going to speed up the process. I know some places I'm supposed to correct somewhere there, even the 2 times I did it. I'm just going to undo a couple of times. See, you can see that place, it doesn't look great at all. So I'm just going to Alt, You can just paste it there, so somewhere like that. These eyes here. Just like so. So I'm actually going to fix all these places. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to stop there and just fix some places I know. Okay, so that's our frequency separation. You know what to do, you know what to do. Wow. Okay, light is back. So let's continue with this one. Was in the group. So we have black and white for the eyes. So you can see before and then after. Okay, and then we added this one. So we're good. So this was before. And now this after frequency separation. So just a mistake we did. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Delete. And then we're done with the photo editing. So let's Control Shift Alternate E. Let's see. Now I'm going to turn off this one, and our frequency separation. I'm going to close that. I'm going to turn on this one, and then let's see where we have been coming from. So we came from this to this. Then from our capture one, this to this. So from this to this. From this to this. So you can actually color grade if you want to. Alright, so I'm going to end the tutorial here. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. If you like the video, let me know in the comment section. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe.